4 years ago, I was inspired by John from the YouTube channel Hounds of Howgate to walk the CapeWrathTrail. After turning 65 at the end of July 2023, I embarked on my 18-day attempt to join these other intrepid hikers. So join me as I drag my old body over 4x4 tracks, single tracks, pathless tracks, bogs, midges, river crossings and all the weather elements Scotland has to offer. So this is us just leaving the Glen Shiel camp and caravan. Pitch there for tonight, and it's quite good. That's where we came down from yesterday, and today we're off ski. Get away from this midgy heaven. A couple of nice bikes, Triumphs. So yeah, so we've already been out at the Kintail Lodge, so we're going to go walk right past that again, and we are off ski. So it's a long day today. It's about 16.5 miles, but worse than that, it's 3,670 elevation gain. So we'll see if we can do it. I've booked in a hotel at Strathcarn for tomorrow night. It's Monday, so I really want to get to Strathcarn, so I'm going to take however long it takes me to get there. We'll see how long. I may actually not make it to Mullabundy today. If I don't make it to Mullabundy, it's going to be a big hike tomorrow. But anyway, weather's supposed to be reasonably okay today. It's getting a bit brighter, so no rain forecast. So yes, this will be day 7 CapeWrathTrail. I've already been at it a week. Can you believe that? Crazy. It's just crazy. The time just flies. I mean, I think Peter actually prefers the company. He likes the social aspects of it, so I think that's why he's hanging a bit with me. Let's see how we go. But yeah, no shortage of water in Scotland. Yeah, lovely and lush. There's that. Beautiful greens. Awesome. This is all nice. There's a pony trekking centre here. This looks quite good. Be great for holiday. Nice to see people out on holiday up here. It's great. Majority's English. Walking along this road to Morvich. Look at this. Merrick! Merrick! Watch Hayes Outdoors, you'll get that humour. If you haven't seen these CapeWrathTrail, you should watch it, it's quite funny. Okay, Peter has now decided to stop for an hour. I think he's pretty beat actually. I don't think he'll ever admit it, but he looked pretty beat yesterday. But anyway, I'm happy about that because it gives me a bit more solitude. It was good having 2 people there yesterday coming over that Frickin bridge, I have to admit. But it's just nice to be able to be on your own, just quietness. How lovely is this? Buds there. Gorgeous. Beautiful, huh? How cool is that? An old shell pump. Oh, check this out. Look at this. How nice is this? Homemade pastry, bread and more. Cairngorm crafts and cake. Buns and cookies inside. I think they're open now. Let's get to the signpost here. I remember yesterday I was telling you like the school I went to in Glenwood. Well, I don't know if I mentioned the school, but it's called Glenwood, and it was like Glen Lang, Glen Shiel, Glen Lang, Glen Shiel. Oh no, I forgot the third one. Anyway, the last one I couldn't remember was Glen Affric. And Glen Lang, Glen Shiel. What the hell was it again? And then up here is the public footpath to Glenaelche by the Falls of Glomach and Glen Affric by the Bealach. And that's a gale. Okay. Look at that, Lochdeutsch Primary School. Are you kidding me? Oh, what a lovely cottage. Wow, that's beautiful. Nice. Very nice. Super, huh? Stunning! This is the Kintail Outdoor Centre. I thought there was a couple of people, but it's like mobbed. Is there something on this weekend?
It's my completion.
What is it?
My completion.
Of what?
The Munros, Corbetts and Grahams.
Oh, did you?
Aye.
Congratulations, man.
Sorry,
well
mate.
done. That's phenomenal. That guy just told me he's completed all the Munros and Corbetts. Oh.
You alright?
Yeah. God, it's like it's mobbed. Wow, never seen so much traffic. Yeah, that guy just completed all the Corbetts, all the Munros. There's 247 Corbetts, I think 283 or so Munros. And there's a celebration for him. And he also did the other ones, what are you called? Not Wainwrights, I forget what the hell they're called, 2,000 and under. So a Corbett is 2,500 feet and over, and Munro is 3,000 feet and over. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Right, so this is again public footpath, Glomach Falls and access to the hills. It's funny what you remember. I remember Lisa from Tubba Travels video of CapeWrathTrail last year. I'm swinging on that. It's quite funny, isn't it? And we head over this little footbridge and now we're back into the hills. So that was probably a good 3.5, 4 miles worth of road walking there from Glen Shiel. And we're now heading up this thing, so we're going to be heading up the hills. I forget where it goes again. Oh yeah, it goes up through the forest here and then it shoots up the glen. So I think it's actually, I think there's a way up through there. Anyway, we shall see. The start of this Falls of Glomach here takes you just through a forest. Nice forest. Rivers at the side. This looks like a well. I think this is going to be a good path here all the way up. This is a popular hike. Obviously with the Kintail Outdoor Lodge there next door, is people have been hiking it for a long time. So yeah, I think the tent's a bit heavier with the water on it. I'll air it out. I'm going to stop for lunch. We're going to have noodles for lunch. I really like those noodles. There's something warming about them. And yeah, there's the forest. So once the forest ends, then I'll just start the walk. The climb really begins. All the way up. 2 big climbs. This one and then the next one. Anyway, I don't think it's as steep as what I've been doing, used to. I think it's much more of a moderate climb, just a bit of a slog though, but the whole way up. Anyway, we will find out shortly. Here we go, looking back towards Lochdeutsch. Heading up here. I didn't see any bills there, so I'm quite happy. The Glomach Falls. Let's come up here. It's been a moderate climb. Still away from the Lochdeutsch. Anyway, it's nice. Nice just be on your own again. But yeah, get to Glomach Falls, take some pictures, have a wee rest up there, head down, and then probably have lunch at the other side. Or I might have lunch at the top. Actually, I might have lunch at the top of the falls if it's not too windy. And it's not raining. It's cool, man. So I'm now working my way up this glen here. That's a steep climb there from just down the trees there. So basically I came up that valley the other side of the trees there, then up along here and then drop down and up around here and then here. Surprisingly, believe this or not, I don't believe this. It says I'm only 800 feet above sea level. So I'm only 800 feet above the loch. It's funny, isn't it, when you look? Because we're blind between me and there down there is more than 800 feet. I guess it's just the distance makes it look more. Look at these lush green hills here. It's actually not a heavy. I mean, that's the ridge up there. It turns out it's seemingly the falls is like 450 and the peak is like 508. So you actually climb down to the falls, but it's in a gorge. But anyway, the wind is behind me, so let's motor on. Met a couple there from. They live in England now, but he's from Drumchapel, so it was a good laugh chatting to him. I'm from Castlemilk, one of the housing schemes in Glasgow to basically, after the war, they were built to get away from the slums and like the Gorbals, etc. Anyway, there you go. It's amazing. So this is me now walking through the Bealach, just getting towards the Glomach Falls. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. See? Never guessed this big waterfalls. Very close, I don't even hear them. It's quite strange. Very strange. A lot of views there. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. So that was 4 hours 10 minutes from the Glen car park to here. That's really good going. This is certainly remote. I mean, check this out. 360. How remote is this? Amazing. Amazing. Falls of Glomach's just down here. Well, this is totally unexpected. You have to climb down from there once you come through the Bealach. It's a freaking steep climb down to the valley floor where you turn left and you get to the falls. That was not expected. These are the falls of Glomach. Awesome. And we're down here, hugging this path. Awesome. Wow, look at this. Wow. That's steep. Don't want to lose your foot in here. Especially over here. I want to get there before the rain comes. Let's go. There's a better view of the Falls of Falach over there. That's a Peter. These are the parts which are like scary to get down. Well, that was actually much easier than I thought. I don't think it's. I mean, I could see if it was definitely wet, it'd be really problematic, but yeah, that was really nothing. Now, if you've no sticks, there's a couple of rocks places to cross on that. I wouldn't like to do it. Check this. I think we could actually up here and over there, up that rock face there. Oh, maybe it pulls around here, I don't know. Either way, check this out. So I'm actually going to go down there and across that other side of the valley there. So I'm quite happy to the Falls of Glomach. It was anywhere near as bad as what I thought. I mean, it was a bit of a climb up, but coming down, which was the tricky part, it was. I mean, look, I'm sitting here. It's just like being on the bluff at Whitby. Okay, I take it back. This is actually more precarious than the top. Check this. Right. Kaboom, gone. So that was basically just coming off now the hill, and that was it's now 2:45. So that basically took me almost 10 to 3. So that basically took me 20 past 8, 20 past 2 is 6 hours, 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours to go from the Glen Shiel car park to here so far. It's the same, I might have another 5 hours to go to get to Mullabundi. That means it's going to be 7:45. Well, that's still light though. Of course, I don't have to go all the way there. I can't beforehand, but I have booked a Strathcarn hotel for tomorrow night, so closer to get to Strathcarn. Of course, the other way I could go, maybe quicker way. Oh, look at the back book here. I could go that way, but it's a lot of road walking, which I hate. And I wanted to see this Malabui Bothy. It looks fantastic. Okay, let me get across to the main track over here. I can just see one of the French guys walking on the road now. Midges now crossing. Oh, the river to go onto the Port track. Amazing stuff. Yeah, track came out of there. Down here. How cool is this bridge? How cool is this? Phenomenal. What a day. Just having a brew of making some noodles, and I've got my little citronella thing going. I think I might have a blister or something, not a blister, a rubbing going on the back of my heel again. I'm going to take off my boot and get that fixed. Well, that's cooling down. Ah, it's a grand life. It's a grand life. That's me heading off again, and the two Frenchmen I had there going to the Bothy, but look who's joined us. Pete's caught up. So I stopped there for about an hour and 10 minutes, and then Pete had stopped for about an hour and a half at the, what do you call it, Kintail Crafts, and pissed off and got something, and then we moseyed on. So yeah, what a lovely evening though. It's not lovely. I'm going to come. Here's the next loch, which I forget the name of. Let's find out in a minute. I'll find out in a minute. I think it's one of the names I can't pronounce. It's Loch Naritri. Loch Naritri. Beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous, man. Beautiful. So here we're at the split in the road, and Falls of Glomach, 4 miles. It's actually Falls of Glomach. Mullabundi is where I'm going. Mullabundi. That's the Iron Lodge down there, the house. And we're going up this way. Well, I'm just checking my map there, so I've got 4.7 miles to go. I'm currently at 612 feet, and it goes up to about 1350 feet, I think. So actually it's, yeah, actually it's not bad at all. Actually 4.7 miles. So it's like climbing up half a tiger. It's 5:15. Yeah, I should be there for 7:15, I think. Yeah, 2.5 miles, say 2.5 miles to the hour, 5 miles. Yeah, should be there for 7:15, which is what I'd expect to be, and that's taking like an hour and a half stop back there. So good. Let's go. Final push of the day. And Peter rejoined me, which is cool. I think I said that earlier, but he just stopped back there to make himself some food, which I think makes sense because he's not eating. I had a good rest. But bit of a walk along that valley. You'll probably get in here about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. Look at this house, beautiful. Waterfall in the background. Lovely doubly. Okay. It's a constant drizzle here as I'm walking up the hill. I did notice this battery tends to go, but I put this on early today, it's just once. Must have taken a lot of video. Look, it's actually wet. Only got 3.8 miles to go to the Bothy. The two French chaps are there, and I think it's just Peter's behind me, so I think it's just the four of us there tonight, unless there was people there, which I seriously doubt. We don't just hang about this bothy. But anyway, this track is, I broke the camel's back, as they say. It's now just undulating, and I'm glad there's no more climb. Not that I'm aware of anyway. Looking at the map, should be good. Okay, day 7, man, almost there in the bag. Tomorrow's Strathcarn, and I've booked into the hotel, so that's super cool. Looking forward to that. Check out. Well, I got that wrong. I thought that was me. I thought that was me at the top, just walking along here, but no. I have to go up there and through that gap. It's not that tall. It's not that high. But once I'm up there, I know it's definitely along the flats. Okay. Good day though. Very good day. Good looking, mama. Good. Well, almost at the top now. It's quite amazing. You can see where I've came from. Right down there, round the corner. Blah, blah, blah. So today will have been, when I get to this bothy, it'll be 16 miles and 3,700 feet elevation gain. Not too shabby for an old guy, eh? A few years left in the old man yet, kiddo. I'm still smiling. You can see the just at the top here. I just get to the top of the Beelach, now I've got a couple of miles to the bothy. So here we are, I'm now at the top of the hill walking through the Beelach, and rain started on again. So true to Cape Wrath. I tell you, I haven't had much rain. I had a soaked yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I got soaked on Frickin Ridge, and then today it's been really nice most of the day, and just tail end toward the evening it's got a little bit rainy, as you can see, mist. But looking forward to this bothy. Okay, shortly. Look at this. The sun just came out. Look at the colours. Look at the colours, man. Absolutely brilliant. How remote is this? I'm going to one of the remotest bothies in Scotland. Not a sausage except me. Amazing! Look at this. Look at the blue sky for me. Find my old man's looking down on me here. Finally, 7:45 in the evening. I've been walking for almost 12 hours today. And look at that little white cottage down there. It's Milla Bundy. How frickin' remote is this? And when you stop, the midges are biting like mad here, man. Crazy. So I don't see any smoke on. So these two French people, what a bunch of idiots these guys are. Anyway, they haven't even started a fire. Jesus Christ. No surprise. They're walking with tins of 400 gram tins of baked beans. One's walking with tennis shoes on. The guy never even knew what a tick was. He's never had any repellent. Oh, Jesus. Totally unprepared. They got lost twice in this trip. I can't believe these guys. But I tell you, they walk fast as hell, so good on them. Anyway, that's where I'm going tonight. Yabba dabba doo. Well, finally arrived, guys. How remote is this bothy? Here we go. Bloody midges.